It feels like AI is trying to replace filmmaking, and I just got good at using this thing. It feels like everything that I've been building is just falling apart. So I decided to orchestrate a challenge, a competition. Man versus machine. AI versus camera gear. We're going to completely film a scene practically, as well as generate a scene with AI. And we're gonna pair them and see which one performs better. So how am I gonna do this? Well, I just bought this camera, which is worth $10,000 when bought brand new. And then I also have $20,000 worth of gear, lenses, lighting, studio use. And because AI is supposed to save you time and money, I'll limit myself to $30 of AI credits. And with $30, we have a total of 9 generations. So that means if we do 3 shots, that means we get 3 chances for each shot. And for any of you that have used AI extensively, you know that's kind of tough. So to start things off, I'm gonna head to the studio and we're gonna begin production immediately. We've got 6 hours at this studio, so we can't waste time. So this is the studio we're gonna be using. So this is where we're gonna be. I haven't even told Jordan what we're doing and what our challenge is yet. Hey Jordan, so we're wanting to see the difference between a lot of money worth of gear and not a lot of money worth of AI. So I wanted to keep it nice. So if we have $30,000 worth of gear, I wanted it to be $30 worth of AI credits.
Do you want it to work?
And we have 3 different shots that we're gonna do. So we have to separate $30 amongst 3 shots.
We're talking about like 100 credits each.
The scene we're gonna be creating is like an eerie therapy session scene, but I'm gonna have like Jordan laying on the couch, and instead of me helping him, I'm trying to rid that man of his AI ways. So we're gonna go with like a vintage 70s style look, and it actually looked pretty crazy. All right, so what we're currently doing right now is this light right here. I'm trying to soften it as much as possible. So I have the F22C matte light, and then I have a silk thrown in front of it because that is going to diffuse the light and make it look a lot prettier. So I want to get a little more light on me, because if we were to come right here, like you can see, the light is super soft. I want maybe a hair light, so maybe I'll put a lamp like right here or something. I think the background looks phenomenal. So we started constructing our scene, and it took us a total of 3 hours to set up. What hour are we going on? 12. Bro, we're still setting up, and we got 3.5 hours left. Frick. Okay, all right, here we go. So we've got our practical light. We've got our Jordan. We've got our prop, this cool, I'm gonna sound real Gen Z, old-timey tape radio. We've got a lamp, and then we've got an aperture shining down onto this really cool Zhiyun light. Now that we have all the pieces in place, it should look pretty good. Hopefully. With time winding down, we were able to capture everything that we needed to, but it's time to switch sides. Now we're going to try to generate with AI, and to be fair, I have very high standards now because it looks so good out of the camera. So here are the rules with our AI generations. The only assets we can use from the jump are images of me and Jordan as character references, but obviously we can't take any pictures of the set that we had or anything like that because we are acting as if those are 2 different scenes. So for our entire AI process, we used Higgsfield. Higgsfield has multiple different engines that we found super reliable on this. Cinema Studio 3.5 creates the highest quality videos that I have ever seen from an AI software. It utilizes Cdance 2.0. They have some preemptive prompting in there that helps create a higher quality cinematic image. Check out Higgsfield, link is in the description. Check out the entire library of engines that you can use on that platform. All right, so up first, we are going to create our element. So we're gonna go into Cinema Studio 3.5, click image. So Jordan went in depth with this prompt. It's generating. After going through the entire process of generating the images we needed to create the location and to reference the scenes that we're creating, now we're ready to generate our videos. 3 chances for 3 different shots. We started with shot number 1, and that was the easy one. It is a static shot of just the tape player playing. And believe it or not, we got it first try. We were able to generate something that we liked first try, but just like in practical filmmaking, let's do a safety shot. So we did one more just to see if we could get a little bit better. And lo and behold, in 2 generations, we found the one that we were looking for. I wish I could say the same for the next 2 shots. For this next shot, we wanted to get the camera moving into an extreme macro close-up shot of Jordan's eye. And here's how the first one turned out. Yeah, that wasn't it. So we went to the next one. Maybe the second try will work. We got 1 chance left. We started from scratch. We started paying attention to the small details, and we started talking to the AI like it was a genie. Whenever you give it information, understand that the things that you tell it to do, you also need to give a negative prompt. Tell it what you don't want. So we took that principle into prompting, and our 3rd generation, we were able to get something that we liked. Now the last shot is the most difficult shot. This one, the camera is on the other side of the tape reel, and the little openings in the tape reel, I wanted to see me. And just because of the dynamic movement constantly crossing in front of the subject's face, the consistency of the face, this is where AI is going to fail. It's done. When it comes to true creativity, there is nothing greater than divine creative vision that only is formed in the human brain. The human brain can develop new creative ideas that don't exist in a specific realm because God can give you these new ideas that are much further than anything that we could ever imagine. However, AI can execute at a level that humans just cannot, and it's only going to execute even faster. So tell me, Jordan, how long have you been using AI?
Oh, since the beginning. When it was in beta. Like, the first time.
So like Will Smith's spaghetti AI?
Yeah, the really bad one.
It's worse than I thought. So will AI replace creatives? No, AI will not replace true creatives. A true creative is someone who is able to create based on their own understanding, not based on everyone else's understanding. AI creates based on your competition, you create based on divine creativity. AI will not replace you as a creative, AI will help shed more light on who you are as a creative. Let me know in the comments who won, AI or the traditional filmmaking gear. Remember, it only takes one to start creating. It only takes one to use AI as a catalyst, not a replacement. It only takes one to make a change, and it only takes one to change the world. That could be you. See you next time.